Alexander. Oh, the dunk.
How about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
You can tell Giannis loves delivering in these moments. Puts the team on his back without hesitation.
He puts in the J.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Standing tall, Abdul-Jabbar.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Lillard surveying the D. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The 19-foot shot.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Gilgeous-Alexander buries the deep ball.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And everyone in the building knew what time it was. Game time.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
You guessed it. We're going to have a foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and with me at the table tonight, Greg Anthony and Jim Legler.
Go.
So the Bronx will get the first possession. To the inside. Back to Mullen. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Here's Bosh. And the dunk by Bosh.
And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
And the basket by Lillard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Mullen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Thompson for 3. Bronx grabs the miss.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Lillard up top. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
They get it back. Here's Bosh into the lane. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Out to Thompson. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And if I recall, wasn't he part of the Splash Brothers play, still getting it done from deep?
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. .129 left to play in the first. Pass to Thompson. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And Thompson gets it to go.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Stolen by Thompson. Lillard from outside. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 9 points.
Oh, in good form from distance.
Here's Murray. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Lillard again missing. The Bronx trails by 3. Now here's Edwards. Scoreless thus far. That one's not going to go.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw this game. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Here's West. Yep, that one goes.
That is a great inbound play design and flawless execution.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Milwaukee. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in scoring opportunities.
Here's West. Bronx grabs the miss.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Smart. Isaiah Thomas pulls it in. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Bronx. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
That is a powerful finish. Zion is an intimidating presence.
West can't get that one to fall. The Bronx trails by 3. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's the Bronx.
On team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
Number 32, Karl Anthony Towns.
Here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass.
Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook's got his first bucket in this one.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Basket good.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Here's Thomas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
When you get a look that close in, it is a great possession.
Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. West has got 7 points here in this quarter. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Chalk up 2 there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's West. Here's Bowen. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense, a legit threat from beyond the arc.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Thomas. From deep three-point land. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
In order to win games, you gotta hit the jumper.
Thomas's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 5. On the wing, Isaac. Here's Cousins. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Can't forget about the mid-range, Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
From deep, Thomas. And the Bronx, another 3.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And here is West. From deep three-point land. Not going to go that time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Milwaukee on top, up 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Murray for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 7.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
Lillard misses. The Bronx trails by 4. Here's Mullen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks. Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Here's Murray. And there's the drive.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
The kick out to Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Lillard outside. Off target from outside. For the lead. Murray, good. And that's 11 points for Jamal Murray.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to Williams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, Williams that time perfectly in rhythm. Just catch and release.
And to Antetokounmpo inside. Over Bosch. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
Well, when you can see over the top of the defense like that, you have a huge advantage.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Thomas who brings it up for the Bronx. 6-point game. There's the triple. Connects from 3-point range.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, they should be proud of how hard they played.
Pass to Bowen. Here's Cousins for three. Up again. Inside Smart. And that's off the glass and in.
Yeah, Smart, a dominant player in a number of ways, but consistency with the jumper, I think, would put him over the top.
And Westbrook, here we go.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Going inside. Outside for Smart. Missed on the three.
Home team foul.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
First team foul.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Milwaukee?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Milwaukee in the lead. Smart! The shot is off. Williamson. Oh, the dunk!
Unbelievable! It defies physics. How can a guy that big stay in the air that long?
Isaac fires. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Shoots the three. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. And that one is good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Cousins with it. Clock at 6. Lets it go. Jumper is off. Here's Williamson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
Lillard, no good from three.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Westbrook, here we go.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Lillard. And he does not hit. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Williamson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. All right, here's Williams. Now Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Knocks down the three.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Westbrook. Oh, that was a two-hander.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Abdul-Jabbar fired. Count it! Count it!
What awareness!
Gets the big-time shot to fall, folks, and now we're headed to OT.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. On the wing, Mullen. Now Murray. And there's the dunk.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Lillard. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Drained from outside.
Seems like somebody's got eyes in the back of their head. Great vision there on that one.
And the layup is off. Now Lillard. Launches from deep.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
So the first of 3 is good, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go. And he cannot get the third one to drop. Going just 1 of 3.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Bronx. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Puts it up from 12. Book it.
You can't count him out in big moments.
Murray outside. And he drives in. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
It drops.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Here's Lillard. Oh, what a play inside.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Edwards. The long shot, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So a close game sees Milwaukee take
Coming out to support your